Let's go. Now, this is what, instead of a scout rush in this mission, we were doing what's essentially a shock trooper rush. And because we have the most lovely lady to do this, it's not going to be that bad. Now,
here are details
I'll let the captain talk. Okay. Now, the captain won't talk anymore because voice acting time is over. Basic mission. The Imperial forces deployed in a defensive formation around a camp in Vassal's urban centre. You will assign your squad position split between a city team and a riverside team. Now, the city team will protect the base camp while the riverside team strikes on the enemy, which is nonsense because we're not doing that at all. Your objective is to occupy the enemy camp. Defeat the enemy units defending the camp, then get the flag hung across the camp to occupy it. Beginning with this operation, you'll be responsible for assigning the soldiers in their combat positions. Before commencing the operation, choose the position unit's command to view a list of deployable units. Then once you've selected the unit you'd like to deploy, choose the position you wish them to take. Intelligence reports that they have tanks stationed in the city area here. It would behoove you to include an anti-tank unit on the city team to facilitate its neutralization. I also recommend you add units with high AP such as scouts and engineers to your Riverside Strike Force. Once you've got your teams in place, select the deploy command and begin the operation. Now it's time to get those soldiers' views into position. Now. Good thing is we can completely ignore the captain because who gives a fuck about orders, right? So, important points. Now, Largo here is deployed. Now, if Largo isn't automatically deployed, we will always deploy him because he's one of our commanding units and we get extra CP to do so. That applies also to Rosie, as you see here, and to Alicia, and Welkin always gets deployed anyway. So, these are the people that have to be in every single match, just sheerly for ease use. Now, Jane is going here because Jane's going to be doing our running. Now, we can stick Edie here, and for shits and giggles, if I can be bothered, we'll stick one of the snipers here. Now, let's see. We want Yuno. We can go here because we can take out a man. Right, that's pretty much it. We can deploy one more. Who else can we deploy? Let's see. People wanted to see Walter. Let's get Walter into action. Now, like I said, while you obviously chose the ones that will hopefully go into battle the most, I'm going to need to choose the ones that will be the most efficient. However, luckily Jane is the #1 pick, so she's going to be the main one to go in there. Right, that's pretty much it for the mission. So we back out here. We go to deploy. We're ready to deploy. Let's get cracking.
We're prepared to commence the operation. I look forward to good news from you.
Oh yes, as long as it doesn't go tits up, we will have some good news. Now, we can do this in one go. I believe we have 2 for the A rank on this one, but we don't care about that. We're going to do it in 1, because we're that cool. Now, this mission is very, very fun to do properly. What we're doing here is not properly at all. This is just, like I said, nuking it as quickly as possible.
Split into 2 teams, offensive and defensive. Squad 7, move out!
I love when Welkin says that. Squad 7, move out! Alright. By Squad 7, in this case, we mean Jane. And Jane, let's get some murder going. Now, we usually have a brief interlude at the start of the missions.
All right, it's our first mission. Let's split into 2 teams, City and Riverside. I'll lead the Riverside team towards the enemy encampment with the Edelweiss.
Shock trooper here. Leave the offense to me.
City team, your job is to guard the base. Be ready for anything, including tanks.
How long you think I've been an anti-tank man? A couple of tanks ain't no sweat.
That's the spirit, Largo. Now, let's move out!
Right then. Captain Vard again.
Listen closely.
This information can save your life, yes indeed. About occupying camps, blah 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 blah. We occupy camps, enemy can't get into them, we can get them, we get health back, we can... I'll explain as we go along, because there's no point listening to all that nonsense right now, because it doesn't mean anything to you yet. So, of course, with every single A rank mission, what is it we do first? We save the game. In the event it goes horribly wrong, so we save it here. I'm going to have 2 save files for the time being, because I think it'd be a bit safer, really. Just in case. There we go. Right. Now, the very first thing we can do, as you notice, look how many CP we've got loads more. Now, what we're going to be doing is taking this shock trooper here, named Jane, murdering this asshole, running across the road, murdering another asshole probably, getting to the camp. There is a tank roughly around here somewhere, and the enemy ace is around here. This is what we want to do. Now, for the enemy ace, preferably we'll have enough CP to get Yuno here, up past these 2 assholes, blow him out of the grass and kill him. That's the plan. Won't necessarily go that way. Now, in a real mission, what would be fun would be to take this Rosie here, murder these suckers, make our way around here, get onto the roof, take out the sniper scout man up here, and then, well, do the mission in the fun way. But we don't do that.
Please try to stop me.
Oh, Jane, you wonderful woman. Let's get some murdering going. Now, we take Jane this way. And we quickly. She takes a little bit of damage, it's fine.
Next.
Oh, Jane. Now we basically end the turn here. We should be able to get Jane all the way there in,
Get ready to
what,
die.
2 turns.
Fresh
Now we
meat.
can ignore the scout. Who cares?
Every last one of you can.
However, what can we see here? We can murder this sucker. And one thing, from extra points, we can kill the command people, which is these guys. Because why the hell not? There you go, a leader unit has been killed. A CP symbol is displayed beside their names and some units in the profile window. These units are known as leaders, and they exist both in the allied squads and enemy forces. By the way, kill them, they lose CP. Always worth killing them.
Next.
Next. Now, if we actually run over their bodies, they can't retrieve them. I've never known the computer to retrieve a person, run over here, and bring them back into the fight, which is what you can do with your units, your leader units. However, like I said, no member of Squad 7 can be left behind in that game, so... Now, let's just run. What we need to do is basically cheese Jane over here and take out this man. We need to get her inside the camp. It's going to take us a few CP to get there, because it's going to be slower and slower and slower.
Next.
Good job, Jane.
Man down. Everybody be careful.
Now, it's going to take us a little while. Basically, that tank is a problem, but no one else here barring that shock trooper can give us any groove.
Fresh meat.
Just take him out. If we get headshots, we can kill him. There we go. Both the suckers in the camp out. Now, we may have a bit of trouble making this, to be honest, because she doesn't have quite as much points as I hoped she would. Which is a nuisance. We can get her eventually. Almost there now. Now, next turn we should make it over, and the turn after we should get Jane into the camp. So, that doesn't cost any points, you see. Now, I can occupy this now, which I believe will end the mission, but we don't want to do that just yet, so we take Yuno here, and we flush out the enemy ace. Now, he's over here somewhere. Yes, we can crawl in the grass. Crawl in the grass, you can't be seen. Very useful. We're just going to ignore these guys, preferably get up over there before we get laced. There is, right. Oh dear. Right. Not quite as close as I'd hoped to be. That's flushed him out of the grass, so we end this turn. I may not make this. It's going to be close. If I don't, it's not the end of the world. But I'm probably going to get killed before. Yeah. I probably should have used Rosie to do that sprint. Okay, medics. A unit who falls has 3 turns to get to them before they essentially die. Also, that's Fina from Skies of Arcadia, for anyone wondering. There you go. We can get our medic over there. Like I said, it's not the end of the world. I was hoping I'd take out Ty the Immortal. Didn't quite. I should have used Rosie to run it, or Alicia, but they're a bit stronger. She's welcome to run them over, whatever. Anyway, point being, let's get our A rank. Like I said, very fun mission, made very boring by me doing it this way. But hey, this is the way to do A ranks. It's the most efficient way to do the mission. I could have done another turn, but I probably would have lost Jane, so not worth it.
Operation complete. We took their base.
Damn right we did. And that is how Squad 7 makes its name. Ideally, even if we're going for A ranks, we want to get the enemy ace if we can. Sometimes it's not feasible when you're trying to do A. It's like there, it's a bit of a pain in the ass. By the way, I don't count as losing Yuno because I finished the mission before 3 turns have passed, so she's going to be absolutely fine. She gets evacuated. For anyone thinking I've just left her behind, so don't worry. She's not dead. Of course, if the enemy gets to her first, that's another story. Right, we shall finish our chapter by just doing these couple of episodes, and that's it. But anyway, so that's mission, technically the 4th mission, A ranked.
We should just leave. We go over there, then we...
Hey there! You guys aren't with Squad 7 by any chance, are ya?
Yes, that's us.
Bingo! I've been looking for you. Meaning you, hot stuff, on the tank.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me,
That must make you Lieutenant Gunther, am I right?
Yeah. Yes, that's me.
Upsy daisy.
What? Hey, you can't...
Ah, nice to meet you too. Now, let's get right to the questions. So, you're the son of the great General Gunther, huh? You look awfully young. How old are you anyway? Must be your first war, huh? What's been the hardest experience so far? Wait, happiest. Funniest. I'd also like to know hobbies, favorite foods, what you do on your days off.
Hey, lady! This is a combat zone. Excuse me, but what are you doing here anyway?
Hey, give me a break, will ya? Scoops are near danger, and I'm near scoops. That's right. The name's Ellet. I'm GBS Radio's top woman reporter. I smell a story, a good story, and you guys are it.
So, you're a reporter?
Very good, I'm a reporter, yes. I've been assigned to Squad 7 to conduct a series of interviews, thank you. Now, let's get back to those questions, shall we?
Poor Welkin. She's actually quite useful. We can buy... It might explain it, actually. No, it doesn't. Okay, later on we can buy basically her reports. That gives us backstory on the characters, little funny bonus episodes. There's like a bit where they go to the beach, that kind of thing. So, you know, it's just nice. It's always... And you get the bonus missions off her as well. The actual important bonus missions that you need to do. Now, who's ready for some racism? Oh, yes. Probably, if I've got this right. I shouldn't be looking forward to racism. That sounds terrible. It's not. It's story. Promise. Or is it? I might have got it wrong. This is Rosie.
Ugh. Now he's giving interviews? Who does he think he is?
Lieutenant.
Ooh, look at him. Son of some big hero. Please. He's still a schoolboy.
I'm going to quickly interrupt here. Basically, Rosie acts like a really, really mean lady here. She's not. She's absolutely lovely, but she's a bit grumpy. That's all. Just don't let this first experience of her sour you. She's very nice. Sort of.
No kidding.
So's Largo.
One little win and he's the new Grand Duke. I hate kids. Whatever. He'll learn soon enough. Only one thing matters out there in the field, and that's experience.
Oh, we got no fantastic racism yet. No, I'm sorry. I obviously got that wrong. That'll be probably next time. There it is. Fantastic racism in there. Oops, sorry, I skipped that. My bad. Various tabs, blah blah blah. We can look up stuff. It's cool. You get the idea. War Cemetery. This is where we can spend experience to get extra orders. Now, orders we haven't come across yet, and I'll explain them more when we get to them. So, don't worry about that. Now, this second, number 2 there, is where we get a bit more story, but we're going to do that for next time. Now, the next mission is a little bit more complicated, and, well, you'll see, I suppose. Anyway, so I'm going to be saving it here. I really hope you enjoyed this one. We've picked our squad, and I'll probably do an extra part in a second. That's, which one's which? I'll save it, we'll keep saving everyone. What was I going to say? Oh yes, I'll do an extra part. If I can do a couple of the backstory for the characters, I will. I'll pick, say, Jane, Catherine, and Oscar, say, or something like that. You know, I'll do a few. They're not very long, but just like a little bit extra. So, with that, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and until next time, bye. Hey guys, just a quick one at the end. I thought I'd read Jane Turner's story quickly, just, you know, because people wanted to see it. So, okay, Jane Turner, shock trooper, age 27. Jane had her own flower shop in Brawl, but it was destroyed during the Empire raid. This is the source of Jane's hatred for the Empire. The more battles she participated in, the more she came to enjoy killing Imperial soldiers. As her addiction to the killing grew, she always made sure that she was at the forefront of every single charge. Now, the rest of it's about after the war, so, yeah. I'll read you the designer's notes as well, because I think they're quite funny. Personally, I like dangerous women like Jane. She was once a kind and gentle young lady with a flower shop, but the destruction of her precious flower shop twisted her face into the mask of hatred that you see now. Brackets. At least that's what I keep telling myself. Jane's key feature is the pale purple coloration of her lips, which makes it look like there's no blood running through her at all. And yeah, that's for Jane. Now, this book is absolutely wonderful. If anyone's actually interested in Valkyria Chronicles, I highly recommend picking it up. It's called the Valkyria Chronicles Design Archive. And you know which one it is, because it's about 6 billion pages long, and you could kill a man with it, because it weighs a ton. So yes, that's it, and that's a little quick story, just an addition for the end. So, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the set. I'm actually going this time, so bye!